Hi guys, how are you? This is Lois. Welcome back to my channel. I want to be real quick here because I want actually to talk to you about study permits and applying for express entry at the same time. Okay, so having an express entry application ongoing and applying for a study permit at the same time. Why am I doing this? A lot of people have been reaching out to me asking this question. I don't feel this question warrants you to book a consultation, so I thought I'll just come here, make a quick video and help you out in making the decision that you need to make with regards to your application. So I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and I'm based in Calgary, Alberta. Yes, I don't have agents out there, so please don't be duped under my name. I know a lot of people are being duped by people who are providing WhatsApp numbers purporting to be me. That is not me. I don't operate on WhatsApp. I purely operate on email and on my website, guys. Okay? All right, have you subscribed? If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, like and share this video. This is going to be an important video, I tell you, because the information that I'm giving you here is not anywhere on any website. This is my personal experience. I do a lot of study permit applications. I also do a lot of express entry applications for my clients. And today, actually, I got this visa approved. And this visa approved that was approved, that is a study permit that was approved, was rather peculiar. And that's what I want to share with you so that you see how it may apply to you. Okay? So I'll give you the facts of this client and then I'll show you the processing timelines and I'll also tell you the underlying issues that we had. And I will tell you that this was not an easy application, and we know that this year a lot of study permits have been refused. I've also had my own share, which is very unfortunate. But then again, we cannot guarantee study permits or visas, but I do try my best when doing an application for my client. So when it's denied, it really affects me. I feel bad at times. I don't even know how else to do that application. But there's something special about this application, and the reason is this client has an outstanding express entry, permanent resident application, okay, that is actually under appeal. And then they've applied to come to Canada to study at the same time. When I looked at that, when this client reached out to me, I was a little skeptical and said, you know what, the chances of having this study permit approved are minimal. But we are going to do the best, and if you work with me, we shall do the best application out there and hopefully it gets approved. But you must sign and tell me that you understand the risks, that there is a chance that we're going to do this application and it's going to be denied because of the issues that I'm going to address here. So what I'll do, I'm going to turn this camera onto my screen and I will show you so that we walk through the steps and the program that we use to apply this, and then I'll also show you the facts which are quite glaring. I believe you're going to agree with that. So out there, if you're thinking of coming to Canada, the issues that we have currently with COVID-19, there's a lot of delays. They're not doing draws in the express entry. Some provinces have, they have frozen their PNPs. There's a lot of delays. You don't know your fate, and every year you stay, or even every month you stay in that express entry. Time is running out, and every birthday you're losing a point. You're losing some few points. So you find that maybe you were eligible at the beginning of last year when the pandemic started, but right now you're not eligible anymore because of the pandemic. Documents expired, your language expired, or you sat for another language and maybe you didn't perform as well as you had performed previously, and you find that you're losing hope in the express entry, and now you're looking, because you're looking for avenues of coming to Canada, you're wondering, so with this whole thing in limbo, should I be looking at maybe just applying to come to Canada as a student? And I know I talked about the dual intent, whereby you're coming to Canada on one program while you intend to stay on another program. Okay, like you're coming as a student, but then you intend to stay afterwards. And I say that, you know, visa officers do refuse visas because of that dual intent, like because as coming here as an international student, that's a temporary resident visa. The main requirement for that is that you'll go back to your home country. Okay, that is the big requirement, that you must show the visa officer and satisfy them that you go back to your home country. But now, if you already have a permanent resident application, you already have that kind of a footprint that tells them, you know what, this person actually is interested in permanent residence in Canada. So someone can use that against you. So we talked about that, but I'm here out of experience today. I want to walk you through this, and maybe you can change your mind, and maybe you can feel confident about applying for study permit while you already have an express entry application ongoing. Okay. So guys, I'll just take you through a few facts about this client. This client, maybe I should have mentioned that this client was applying under the Nigeria direct stream. So they're from Nigeria. And we all know that Nigeria has that expedited processing program that was started sometime last year to process study permits in Canada. So this video is going to kind of combine the dual intent aspect and also touch a little bit on the timelines of the study, the direct stream, the express stream in Nigeria. All right. So fact about my client, I say they're Nigerian and they're 38 years old, they're married, and their education background is they have a CPA and they also have a bachelor's in finance. This client has had a very successful career of over 10 years in accounting department. Okay? Wonderful work experience in accounting and finance. So that is their foundation and history. Guess what? This client now had applied for a study permit to come to Canada and study a college diploma in a field that is totally unrelated to accounting or finance, like a 180-degree shift and change in career. Okay, I'm going to withhold some details, all right, because I still want to withhold my client's confidentiality. So this client, we've said that they were changing their career completely, and to make matters worse, they were coming here for a 2-year college diploma that was not even qualifying for a postgraduate diploma. Can you see? They already have a bachelor's in finance. Okay, then this client had a long history with Canadian immigration because they had applied for express entry in the past and they were denied. And when I say express entry denial, they had already been invited but were denied because of some other issues that I'm not going to address here. And then they had also applied for a provincial nomination twice, okay, for a certain province here in Canada, which was also denied twice, and they were denied after they were already invited. They did the expression of interest and they were invited and they did not qualify. They were deemed to not have qualified. I'm not the one who did this application, so this client came to me with these facts. And then on top of that, the icing on the cake is that last year when they applied for this course, this diploma in Canada, they also applied for a study permit. I did not do the initial study permit application, but it was denied early this year. Okay, so how many refusals does this person have? They have an express entry that was refused, 2 PNPs were refused, and a study permit that was refused. So that's a long history with Canadian immigration. And now they came to me, and they came to me early June. So just a few months ago, they came to me and they said, you know what, Lois, I want you to help me do a reapplication of my study permit to Canada. And I have told you guys that in the past, if you have been denied a visa, it doesn't mean that that is the end of your life or, of your immigration dreams. There's still a chance of reapplying, but you have to be very smart and very wise when you're doing a reapplication. So you first need to get the immigration file, that is the GCMS notes. And getting the GCMS notes, it's only $5. What you need to do is have it reviewed by a professional to really understand what it means and what was missing, because the refusal letter that you get is just generic. Okay, and in this instance, this client had a whole laundry list of refusal reasons. Purpose of study. We don't believe you'll go back to your country because of purpose of study, because of the course, finances, ties in Canada and ties back home. Because again, guess what? This client also has family in Canada, close family in Canada. And so they had a really long list of refusal reasons. Okay, so we got the GCMS notes and we went through and we were able to address a lot of these issues. Okay, the most glaring issue here was it's a refusal, yes. It's a reapplication, yes. They have a lot of history with refusals with immigration, yes. But they are also totally changing career. And unless you can convince the visa officer as to why you're changing career, then most of the time your visa is going to be refused. And I think I've given an example in the past whereby you're the finance manager of this bank, you've been working in that occupation for the last 10 years, but all of a sudden you have that calling, you want to come to Canada to be a nurse, and voila, you apply to come here do nursing. If you're not able to do that application right, most of the time it gets denied simply because you're not able to justify that change of career. Okay, so we got the GCMS notes, we reviewed, of course we addressed whatever we were addressing, and then the biggest issue was addressing the shift in career, and we did that. Okay, and I told my client, you have to understand that as much as we are doing this, there's still a chance that you're going to be denied because of all these reasons that I've explained here. However, guess what? Immigration today, when I did this application, I said, this is a Hail Mary kind of an application, but I'll do it anyway because I have faith in the system. I also have faith in myself and my client. Okay, so I did it, and today, yes, Immigration Canada, they actually came back with a positive decision on this visa. I said I don't come here and talk about my visa refusals or approvals, but there's a reason why I want to show you how or why this visa was approved, and also the timelines that we went through, so that I want to encourage someone that it's okay to apply for study permit while you have an outstanding express entry application, or even a permanent residence application, or a failed permanent residence application is still okay, as long as you get a very good strategy and you do the right kind of an application and you really advocate for yourself or you advocate for your client. Okay, so that is what we did. Of course, I said we applied for this through the Nigeria the direct stream, the express stream for Nigeria. Of course, we were able to give my bank statement, which is a requirement. English language is also a requirement, and advanced medicals are also a requirement. But my client actually didn't even have advanced medicals, but we still went ahead and did this application. They only did their medicals like a week ago. Okay, what this visa told me today is that, the visa officers, they still look at cases on individual basis. They still adjudicate cases on their own merits without necessarily looking at underlying factors and conditions to make a decision, So the issue is, do you qualify? Are you qualifying for this visa? And if you're qualifying, then irrespective of what's happening, irrespective of your past and whatever the digital footprint that you have, as long as you show that you really qualify for this and you should come here as a bona fide student, then they will grant you study permit. Okay? All right, so I want now to take you here and we can go through the timelines. Okay, my friend? As you will see, I don't know if you can see clearly. I hope you can see my screen well. So we did this application. And this is also to showcase that the Nigeria direct stream is processing the applications really fast as long as your application is complete. So they're doing the applications really fast because guess what? We've submitted this application on 28th of June. Okay, 28th of June. I don't know what's wrong with my mouse. Okay, 28th of June here. That's when we submitted this application. And today is when? Today is 12th of August. So that was exactly 1.5 months, right? So the whole of July and exactly 1 month and 15 days. So that is when we did this application. And this client, I told you they only did their medicals like 2 weeks ago, and they updated the medicals on 9th of August. Okay, so that is the first part. So I'll take you to the second part of this because I want to show you. So of course from 28th of June, then the only other thing that was updated on their file was when they received the medicals on 9th of August. And then immediately after that, 9th of August, and today is 12th. 3 days later, today we got this approval that your application was approved and you need to send us your valid passport to finalize your application. Okay? And here is that. So here we go. So this is the email that I got today that says that they need this client to submit their passport. Okay, so this client is supposed to come to school in November because they had applied to come earlier, and then after the refusal they had to ask for a deferment, and now thank God they are coming, and I'm really excited. But what I want to say is that this was not an easy application, not at all, not by a long shot. It wasn't easy at all, but I want to encourage you. I want to give you hope that, don't shy away. We know, there's the delays in PR applications. Maybe if you feel like time is running out, you may want to look at, coming here as an international student, as long as you're able to do full justification as to why you are doing the study application, and knowing that the study application is temporary while you already have an outstanding permanent application ongoing. Okay, all right. Of course, I just want to give you a disclaimer that each case is unique, so please don't say that all cases must go like this. So your case is going to be unique, but as I said, this is just to encourage someone who is out there, and people who keep sending me emails asking this question. They're like, oh, Lois, which one should I start with? I tell people, you know what, you need a strategy when you're looking at immigration, and we do work on strategies with my clients. I tell my clients, if you think, if depending on your circumstances, you have good chances of coming as a student, and your chances of coming here on permanent residence are bleak, then you may as well try coming as a student. If you get the visa, you get it. If you don't get it, then you can still try and apply for PR. However, that comes at risks with time, because every time you wait, every birthday, as I said, you're getting older and you could be missing out on opportunities. So yes, I can now confidently tell you that, you know what, if you want to apply for both applications, go ahead and do both applications. Just make sure that you're doing the right application, my friend. Okay, all right. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you think this video is going to help someone, share it with them. Help somebody, like, and again subscribe. Okay, I'll see you at my next video. Bye.